Good day, lords and ladies of the internet. I am your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and it's time for another glorious episode of the Lobotomy Corporation. Now, what do we have to expect here? Well, to start off with, we can't suppress Ye Sword immediately because we're on day 26, and things have to be complicated. So we gotta do a day, which means we're probably gonna get a mild bit of this episode is probably gonna be a little longer than the last few because of exposition and the fact it's time for the attack of the clones. We have our here ready for to do what they need to do. They're all seniors. They're all ready to do their sacrifice, and additionally, finally put you in Latina's armor like you wanted. So without further ado, let us begin the day and let's send the on their way. Okay, here's the deal. We have a couple of things we need you to use. So 27, go up there and use that one. This is a duration one, isn't it? Yes, it is. And Gebura's place looks pretty interesting. Alright then, Mr. 27. You're a mister, right? Who knows. Try insight on the Scarecrow, because we need to know how to make the Scarecrow function, because we've apparently gotten very lucky in the fact it's never been overloaded in the last 3 episodes, ever, and yet we still have it. These things are just interesting. Alright, seems to be going well, It hits pretty damn hard. Alright, perfect. Was I right with insight? Yes, I was. That can't be good. An employee who finished a task with Prudence level 3 or above, the Quip-Quoth counter decreased. In fact, generally that section, get down here right now. Come on, we need you to come save the clones. Well, that looked a thing and a half, like a thing and a half. Yeah, no, you all go up there and attack that thing. Come on, team suppression. There you go. Back into its cage it goes. Right. Do it again! Team suppression into the hallway. 27, back to work. Oh, quit your screaming, you stupid clerks. The thing isn't even that, one of you seems to get your brain sucked out or something. Huh. I just thought the HOD upgrade now makes it so the Scarecrow is impossible to deal with. Because it automatically puts us at Prudence level 3. When the abnormality escaped abnormality killed an employee, it will suck their brain from the employee to recover health. Oh, so I was right. You actually did get your brain sucked out. Alright. It can escape all of it all at once. It's not getting past team suppression. You still have that thing equipped, don't you? Yeah, you do. Has it been 3 minutes? It has been 3 minutes. Okay. Subjects who equip Note of a Crazed Researcher will benefit from a sharp increase of stats related to temperance. Not bad. If ordered to return the note from the Crazed Researcher within 30 seconds after being equipped, the wearer's skin will start to swell and their body will explode within seconds. If ordered to return the note from the Crazed Researcher without any managerial work, the wearer will explode. When the wearer receives a certain amount of HP or SP damage, the wearer will explode, which will cover the whole section. The explosion will deal massive damage to anyone nearby. Huh. Interesting. Can't wait to see how much damage that actually does. The Scarecrow searching for wisdom. That's what you're called. Alright. Out it comes, and team suppression, off you go. Alright. Yeah. I forgot about her. Go deal with that. forgot she was a thing. Oh, you're just going hectic, aren't you? Come on, time to kill. You're taking an awful lot of damage. Like, I actually see your health bar going down before it goes back up again. Okay. You stay up there. That's your job now. You stay in there and suppress that, and suppress it, and suppress her when she gets out. Because she is more than likely going to get out again. Because today is a day of research. Equip quoth counter 1. Duh. Weak to black damage. Good thing we've got... and... what's his name? Huh. I just thought... they changed the rules of when I... regress my memory. No, they did change the rules of when I Alt F4, not when I regress memory. So if I regress memory, I should still not have to deal with the again. I hope. Shut up! Alright, well, we've learned everything about you. Your weapon seems average at best, so I don't think I'm going to even bother trying to get that. Next, I suppose, is this thing. And this is when I think, huh, I have something in my facility that is absolutely perfect for helping the cannon fodder along, don't I? You may have all forgotten about it, because so did I. In fact, you guys are more likely not to have forgotten about it. But it'll help somehow. Surely. And you now got max stats. Right. I can't remember anything this thing might like. I think it's instinct, maybe. Off you go! So what does the note have to say for its lore? The old note is full of incomprehensible cursive writing. It once belonged to a researcher who had gone mad during research. It has only been partially Employee censored to censored. You know what? This is a good point to reset. Yep, don't need to deal with the... but I do need to reset the locations of everyone, as well as re-equip that armor. Right, okay, no problem. First, let's continue reading what I was saying. It once belonged to a researcher who had gone mad during research. It has only been partially deciphered, thank you English, where most of it relates to various experiments that were conducted in this place. Huh. It begins with guilt and confessions of unethical experimentation, but ends with crazy and broken sentences about research. Huh. The final chapter ends with the sentence born again. Huh. An employee's observation will rise just by equipping this item, but if it is returned without fulfilling its desire of knowledge, the incompetent employee will explode. So this thing belonged to Yesod, I'm assuming. Because Yesod's the one that feels guilt in this place. He's the one that... and he also was born again as one of the Sephara. Alright. So, we have our top tier Alexandrins now. As with them maxed out stats. So, get to work. After we send suppression team down at the bottom ready just in case. Well, we got a point with censored. Yeah, can you guys stop making those noises? Well, we did this before, so... Where are you? Get in there and begin spraying it with white damage. I can't see their stats right now. How are they doing? Ah! This is definitely a job for and his long-range weaponry. The true nature of repression work is the denial of the purpose of existence. Huh! I never thought of it like that. Interesting way of looking at things. I like how the music's just gone back to normal now, despite the fact this thing is still out and about. Don't think too much about the people who died, just accept the fact. I figured you could take it in melee a bit, but... What the hell was that? Oh, is that you just turning things into mini-censored? Yeah. I'm just resetting at this point. That thing heals too quickly. Alright, so despite how much we love our clones, we can't give our clones equipment, which means they're kind of bad for dealing with censored, because default equipment is weak to black. So, you're up. We've had you deal with censored before, and you've survived. So, that will do enough for us today. And now we have just realized it really likes insight. Perfect! Yeah, really likes insight. Prefers things being low stats, funny enough. Interesting. No idea why. Back in you go. The quip counter of the corresponding abnormality can be increased by 1 through selection work. To satisfy the abnormality, an employee must be selected from the drawing. Oh, so is that what the sacrifice is? Well, just by the given of the word, I don't think we want to do it. I love how you got a negative 6% chance to extra success, and yet you did better. Oh no, we'll finish the managerial works. Okay. Employee level 4 or below immediately panicked when they encountered the abnormality. When the abnormality escaped, the employees of that level did the same. Okay. When employee panics in the containment room, Quipquath counter will be reduced. When work result was bad, Quipquath counter was reduced. No duh! Well, negative 24%, I think that's good enough. If you would please be willing to work with the bloody pink giraffe. Maybe we can get some work results with it. Employee wants to have a spring sleep with sleep cozily in the flower bed. That doesn't sound like... Are you sure about that? Right. We can't get less than... We have to get between 8 and 15 points. In order to get the level... In order for it not to escape. Not the most unreasonable thing I've ever seen. Your armor's horrible. Like, your armor's actually worthless, pink giraffe. Ah, you've got 6 legs. I never noticed that. Oh, great. It's escaped. What? Huh. It does say high probability, not guaranteed chance. Huh. It didn't escape. The pink giraffe actually wants to work with us for once. Huh. Your weapon probably isn't that... Looks pretty alright. It's just your armor's garbage. Bad. Now it escapes, right? Come on. That's right. Now we reset. Once again. Alright. Get back to work with censored, we want to learn more about it. And I actually got some clones this time because of this thing that apparently needs to be used for 3 minutes to get our full information about it. So this ought to be interesting. What are you doing? You seem to be taking random points of damage. And you did! Did you at least give us some nice information? The flesh idol's effect can be done through chanting. The subject who prays to the flesh idol will receive damage of random type. Yeah, we noticed that. Experiment 1. The subject who chanted 20 seconds or less, the subject died. Oh. Interesting. This subject died anyway. And that wasn't due to duration. I could have prevented the death, could I, Tibereth? No. I could have. Possibly. I didn't want to. It's a clone. I don't care. That's right. Look at your fallen sister. That is what will become of you. But no, fear not. Your advancement helps advance lobotomy. Oh. There we go. Experiment 2. The subject chanted for a duration between 21 to 45 seconds. All employees other than the subject recovered HP over time. That's pretty cool. I wish I'd gotten a new... now. Right. Alright, Censored, we now know everything about you. You're pretty much resistant to everything, which is to be expected, honestly. And then you can't get a good result. Ha. Interesting. But you only have a single weapon. No armor. Which is very unusual. Well done, Third. You almost got us everything we need to know about it. Experiment 3. The subject chanted for a duration between 46 and 90 seconds. No, they didn't! They can't survive that long. The results were similar to Experiment 2, but the subject also recovered SP. Okay. So right now we're just working with Censored over and over until we get... until we get some nice points with it. Because I know people have requested its weapon. At least this thing has 2 Quip Cloth rather than 1. And now we reset! Before it can do any harm. Pray. Pray to the idol. Imagine the idol is me, and that is what you want to pray to. Enjoy it. Embrace it. Everything will go well. There. Almost. Did it manage to do it? You were 5 seconds off. Well. I kind of want to see what happens when you stop chanting after in the 20 seconds scenario. So we have it now, so... that was less than 20 seconds, I know that much. The subject chanted longer than 90 seconds. Yeah, fat chance. The subject died, but the Quipcloth counter of all abnormalities was reduced to 0. Interesting. Get back in there. Apparently used it for 20 seconds without my knowledge. There we go! I was expecting an explosion. That was actually rather disappointing. Well, now our objective is just to get through the day. We can earn points with overtime. No, with Censored. Isn't Censored? I don't think. Okay, so we're now back on the main screen. We have everyone sorted out. Back in Latina's nice red armor to go with your hair. Actually looks very nice. We got everyone sorted out. He's down in the bottom with Censored ready to work on him. At least once or twice a day. So, yeah, we're just going to begin, get through the day, and then see what exposition Giovanna, or however the hell I pronounce her name, has to say. You know, Lobotomy is surprisingly quiet and peaceful when you don't have to deal with your AIs trying to murder you and everyone inside it. It's quite interesting how peaceful it actually is. Huh. Is it really just unique to them? I didn't go mad, did I? That was in Korean earlier. Like, there was a message in Korean then, wasn't there? Something didn't get translated. I'm right, aren't I? I'm not crazy. Oh, and by the way, just in case any of you are wondering why there's no new employees, it's basically because I was informed that everything will that when we have to suppress Tiburuth, it will block off both sections. Which is fair, I kinda half expected it, but at the same time it stops me from working properly with things. It stops me making new characters because here we have 5, here we have 5, 5, 5, 5, and then 5, and then even if we ignore the 5 I've basically haven't created due to things being suppressed, we're going to lose 5 from being accessible. So yeah. Alright. Alright, where are they? There's one down there, go kill it. Yep, kill that. Come on, guys. No, you're not doing that uncensored. No way. Now there's one down there trying to get at the blue star. There we go. Everything's fine. Perfectly fine. If you wouldn't mind getting enough, like, 23 points. Censored doing censored is, oh god, that's disgusting. What do you do when we leave you alone? Thank you. That's precisely what we needed. We now have censored weapon. Censored weapon. Censored's weapon. That's shockingly hard to say. So yeah, now we just need to finish the day. Oh look, you've just finished the day for us. Well done. Well done indeed. 14 lob points. Always nice. How's everyone improved? More Tempara, more Pudrance, more Justice, and then more Fortitude and Pudrance for you too. Well done, everyone. Well done. Let's see what Gebura, or however the hell I meant to say her name, says her name. And what's the wrong, game? You started that music a little too quickly. You really can't give me anything new or interesting, can you? Like, at all. Alright, let's see. I don't want to turn people bald. You're just a pest. You're manageable. In our world, the mind is nothing anymore. I'm pretty sure I've read these before of Angela, so just skip these if you don't want to hear it again. Everything is advancing, but the human mind is too slow to catch up. All that remains are 26 singularities, and the ones tied to them. Mankind deserted their former beliefs, and now do not respect the various things which are supporting us. Now, no one ever dreams. Never believes in something or desires anything. The belief once strong within someone is now obsolete and worthless. Everything has gone quiet, as if nothing happened in the first place. But A couldn't stand the silence. So what do you think happened to A? On a bright sunny day, he died. I was both the first witness of his death and one of the culprits of his murder. But A has been existing here, and he has been watching over you since you stepped inside. Sometimes Sepharas would ask me this: why do we have to bear this pain? Machines should exist only as a tool for specified work, but why do we have to know the agony of loss, obsessions, hope, and despair? I thought I could answer anything, But not even I could answer that. A machine must behave like a machine. It's something A told me often. Perhaps A, who would know better than anyone, made us like this because it's all but a puppet show for him. You seem to have no idea. Of course, there's no way for you to know. But it's time for you to know the answer. It's something I've always done. First as a hope, second as an agony, third as a pain, fourth as an anxiety, fifth as a distrust. Now nothing remains. Commencing memory synchronization. Ooh. Gebura. Sorry, I've definitely been saying your name wrong. Well, I like your music, Gebura. You don't seem very enthusiastic to meet me. What? Who are you? Ah, you're the new manager. Sorry, you don't look like one. Other departments may kiss your ass, even when you walk around with an air of arrogance for being a manager. But in here, such pompous attitude will only become your noose someday. I know exactly my pompous attitude's gonna become my noose. I just welcome the noose. Well, since you've made it here, I guess you won't be dead weight at least. I am Gebura, head of the disciplinary department. We are the best combat department among the Sephara, so we don't need any cowards. Want to know the types I hate most? Crybabies, who constantly whine about how abnormalities or employees are piteous and that they don't want to see anyone die. It's just like a soldier refusing to kill in the middle of a battlefield. If you're not one of those kind, then we can work together at least. Alright, here's the thing, Gebura. Technically, I'm fine with people dying, but those people, they would lynch me if I let any of them die. So, this is why I kind of reset reality whenever one of them dies, because I have that power. Why do I hate cowards? Why do I hate abnormalities? You know what? Abnormalities. Cowards is obvious. But I'm assuming the eye is meant to be you. Why does it require an explanation at all? What are the abnormalities to you exactly? Holy entities? Poor creatures locked underground? Precious beings who produce energy for us? Wrong. Abnormalities can be damaged, but never destroyed. But they can feel pain, at least. Let's make life as painless as possible. If you want to last longer than a day here, you have to get used to suppressing those abnormalities. Killing them needs to be like breathing for you. Also, I enjoy seeing them suffer. I can see why she's everyone's waifu. Suppress he or lower abnormality 5 times. Right. Why lower? That's actually harder than you make it out to be. At this point. How can I make things escape? How? This is what I ask right now. Oh, I can reduce the levels. That's nice. Right, so these things aren't completely impossible then. Okay. Well, now I can suppress Yesod. Do I have time to suppress Yesod? Because I've already been recording this for an hour. My initial reaction is probably no. So, I'm afraid that's probably gonna have to wait until next week at this point. However, I have a plan to get Gebura's quest up and running. So, we're gonna do that. So, yeah. As annoying as it might be, we're gonna do it. Pretty easily, actually. So, come on everyone, let's begin the day. Right. What are we doing to complete this quest? Well, first, Attack goes and makes friends with Little Red, because we all know how Little Red likes to escape when things escape. Next! We're just going to use this guy. I mean, he doesn't kill people. If, like this thing. He's easy to make escape, and he's a He-level abnormality. So, yeah. What else can I say? Really. First one is dead. 1 out of 5, complete. On to the next. On to number 2. Out you come. Now get back in there. I like how this quest basically works itself so we force them to escape. Because if you're good at this game by the time you get to Gebura, then you shouldn't even have things escaping. So the fact we're forcing them to escape kind of works. There you go, Attack. Deal with it. Get to say hello, have your duel with Little Red again. I love how we can hear it happening upstairs. Okay, Scarecrow, we just need to kill you one more time. That's all. And Engie, get in there and kill it. Get to work. Why have we still got an alert? Nothing's escaped. Yeah, nothing's escaped. Stop with the alert. Out of interest, what's the bonus in this department? Attack rate, plus 3%. Makes sense given the place. Right then. That's done. That's suppressed. And I'm annoyed because we only need to work one more time and we get your equipment again. So guess what? We're gonna do it. You know, Gebura, just to show you how much we like you, we're gonna suppress it one more time. You gotta love the music of Lobotomy. It's still one of the best. Ever. Attack, are you ready to kill? Little Red's not happy. We've been letting things out too much. I'm still not sure how I feel about the fact that everything's been replaced with the robot figure now. After we suppress them. After we suppress the core, it looks like the robot. It's like... I don't know. I like the cute anime girls. They're nice. They're waifus. Alright, Chili. Attack's been nasty to Little Red, so be the good lover that you are to her and make her feel better. Of course it would be you, because you hate everyone and everything. And then the teddy bear. How's the teddy bear work again? Don't work on it twice. Right. Fair enough. Guess we just work on it once for now then. So... Than, in you go. So yeah. Sorry about no core suppression today this week, guys. It's kind of, well... You didn't get bashed, did you, Engie? Yeah, sorry about no core suppression this week, guys. It's basically that, well... Yeah. No core suppression this week because the Alexandrum section took a bit longer than normal. Or than what was expected. So, apologies. You can't really always work well with these things. Many employees wonder about how little Red Riding Hooded mercenary got her scars, but not so many are brave enough to ask. I'm gonna guess it was the big bad wolf. Just seems kinda obvious to me. I mean, it's in her documents and everything. Chili, you got it! You got the scar! Little Red has finally accepted you as a lover! Well, one of hers, anyway. You're gonna have to share her with Narbonk. But you finally got it! You finally got it. And you didn't lose the bonus you get from the Snow Queen either. Does the Snow Queens count as an ego gift? Or is it just a thing that happens? Right, you go straight down there right now. I was about to say they're all dead, but there's one in this section which I completely forgot about, because this is a section. Apparently. Yeah. I forgot about that section. Gebura, you're the freaking combat specialist. Get some bloody awesome new abnormalities that require big, heavy requirements to suppress. Really? Please? Now NG's been bashed. NG, what did you do to your woman? What did you do to make your lady angry? What's wrong with you? Tut tut. You're meant to be better than that. I swear, the men in this place are so ungentlemanly. Right. Day complete. Give me an interesting abnormality. One I've never seen before, please. Thank you. Alright. Alright, you're out of the question, Porporus. So, now is the interesting factor. Cause, actually, why am I saying it's the interesting factor? What, the 31's an Aleph, 04 is a wow, but we all know who 04 is, and 04 is one we have been wanting to see. I've never seen 31 before, but it works like the pink giraffe, and that's bloody hectic and annoying, but the 04 is brilliant! In the name of love and justice, here comes Magical Girl! Come to me, the Queen of Hatred! And now, back to exposition with your host, the Parafox Archangel, in which you're allowed to skip this and go straight to Gebura if you want. Are you listening to me? Yes, I am, Carmen. I want to help people. No, becoming the wing is not my goal. Well, everyone says that, but let me put it this way. What use are wings if you can't fly? Ask a penguin. They use them to swim. And if we could reach the sky without wings? What I mean is, if we grow the stalk straight up like a tree, we could clearly reach the sky, even if it would be a slow climb. Look at this. The sunlight here is very warm. I sometimes dream about photosynthesis. I lie down comfortably. Comfortably? Comfortably. What is with my English today? Eyes closed, and I can just feel it. Close my eyes and because the sunlight is warm. Well, that was easy, don't you think? Exceptionally. The only thing that was hard about it was the fact you made me do it, because it's just a hassle. But sometimes your decision is too soft. Next time, Gebura, the suppression plan you sent me, isn't it too large? Alright, move on if you said your words. There was a similar incident before. I'm the head of the welfare team, so I should make a note of this. Yeah, got it. So why don't you return to your department with that coffee you love so much? And part of my department's ego seems to be malfunctioning. You had nothing to do with it, right? The previous suppression was too quick. I will give you compensation for it, but speak further of this, and the ego might be aimed at your head. Alright, I'll be on my way. Why is my luck so bad? The companions I have are either berserk warmongerer or weird twins. It's been some time since I came down to the middle levels. Long time no see, she said. Hey, you're not cute anime girl at the moment. You're robot at the moment. Why are you in cute anime girl at the... at the moment, Hod. I'm not complaining. It's just mostly because you're one of my favorites. Are you here to see Gebura? Say something wrong and you'll end up with a hole in your head, so be careful. Is that true, Gebura? Get lost, she said. Hod, what brings you here? Ah, it's about the suggestions you made about the abnormality escape training. It needs some adjustments. Go on. Well, if we do a direct assault like you suggested, the section here will suffer heavy casualties. If we change the training plan to a more defensive stance, the rate would be lower. Okay, warmonger, I know you're a warmonger, but she's technically right. Use some logic in your combat style. What do you think? But this... Isn't this too nice to the abnormalities? I'm sorry? What do you mean? Forget it. Since you're the training team, your opinion is final, right? It is, but by going with my plans, do it. Thanks. See you later. Hod? Huh? What? You forgot your report. Ah! I could have lost it. I thought you were going to shoot me in the head like she said. Thanks! Hod is too weak. If I was the head of the training team, I would never act like her. Never show your fear in front of the dangerous ones. You just gotta rip and break. Use any means necessary to kill WoW level ones in front of me. Suppress WoW abnormality 5 times. Well, we just unlocked the Queen of Hatred, and we've got the fucking giraffe. That'll be easy too. Fucking giraffe. Right. Which of these can we do? Employee execution bullet. Ha! I'm so tempted. But no. Mobility reduction bullet. Reduces the movement of the abnormality for a limited time. It reduces the movement of the abnormality by 50% by overloading the Quip Hoth control. That would be exceptional. We received the Rabbit Team support through agreement with our corporation. The Rabbit Team quickly defeats hostile objects within the department. The safety of the employees is not guaranteed in the process. I think I'm gonna need you just for suppressing the Aleph abnormalities. But for now, we will go for the mobility reduction bullets. Thank you, Gebura. Right. We now have the Queen of Hatred. Why do you have 7 managerial tips? That's way too many. Fan. And you know what's best? Fan, you're working with the Queen of Hatred, just like you always wanted to. You have your own waifu now. Right. Okay. So, again, I apologize for not suppressing the Yesod. I figured it would take too long and the video would become too long. So, we're gonna suppress Yesod next week, and then hopefully Tibereth the week after, so long as the comment that I saw, which is that you can't suppress them until day 35, is true. Anyway, I have been your host, the Parafox Archangel, and I thank you all for watching. Next week is gonna be interesting. And we might actually get our first casualties when getting a suppressed core, just because of the Queen of Hatred. So everybody, until next week, I'm afraid it is now time for me to bid thee all farewell, good day, and finally, good night.